Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we are finally going to tackle the most difficult content in Marvel Future Fight. Supergiant World Boss Ultimate Stage 95 to 99. And I never thought I would actually say that, let alone say it so soon after she came out. For those of you wondering as well how I got to this stage so quickly, I did take advantage of the half off discount to skip some of the challenges, not because the challenges are hard. Where's the 7? Yeah, the 50% off is still on. Not because they're hard, but just because I wanted to get to level 99 faster and get to like high levels faster, you know, 80, 90, etc. And you're probably wondering, well, why did I want to do that? Well, take a look at my Conqueror level. Again, Supergiant's been out for a month, and I already have her Conqueror halfway, almost halfway to 100. And that means I've already collected 2 of the 4 Odin's Blessings magic that you can, actually 2 of the 5 that you can collect. I've got 3 more. I've got 1 at 60, I've got 1 at 80, and I've got 1 at 100. And that might seem like a steep price to pay, but they're absolutely free. And I get a whole bunch of other things along the way. I get these Conqueror chests that I can open and get some goodies as well. So there's actually a lot of good here. And thankfully, I'm in a position where I do not need the CCF desperately from Null or Mephisto. I have about 10,000 CCF right now, and again, yeah, you can get the CCF by spending money, but you can also just get the CCF by playing them, right? You'll be able to farm like 4,000 CCF a month by playing against these guys. So if you do that and you don't spend your materials, then you'll have even more resources than I will in just a couple of months. So yeah, let's jump into it. The interesting thing about Supergiant that I want to talk about today, again, this is not very difficult content, so I'm going to sort of pad it with other information, but it's still important to know because this is the first time in a, well, besides World Boss Legend, this is the first time in a while they've introduced a boss of this level and this sort of, you know, mid-tier difficulty. It's a bit, you know, at this point in the lifespan of the game, it's a bit hard to, it's like a Jenga game, right? It's a bit hard to take the pieces out of the middle. You can take the pieces out of the bottom, you can take the pieces out of the top, right? So you can introduce content that's really easy for new players, just like really brain dead smooth, or you can like early dispatch missions, or you can introduce really top level, high end difficult content like, you know, stage 10, sector 10 dispatch missions or World Boss Legend, but having that sweet spot is much harder. And I actually think Supergiant hits that sweet spot. She's definitely harder than some of the other World Boss Ultimates. Not quite as hard as Thanos and maybe Cable, but she's definitely no pushover. Like, I think she's definitely harder than Corvus and definitely harder than Proxima, in my opinion. So the tip or the general rule, because every World Boss Ultimate has a different rule, like Proxima has high energy or physical defense, energy defense. Cull Obsidian or Black Dwarf has high physical defense. Corvus has high dodge. Her trick is she has very high mind resistance, but not 100%, and that's not absolute. And she also takes more damage or takes more damage from universals or takes less damage from combat speed and blast type characters. But that doesn't mean you can't use combat speed and blast type characters. So we're going to run through with 5 teams here. I've got 5 teams all signed up. I got Ghost Rider main DPS, Thor main DPS, Beta Ray Bill main DPS, Vision main DPS, and then Loki main DPS. Let's jump right in here. We're not going to use strikers. I want to see these beautiful animations. Let's climb to the top. Let's go all the way to the top. And now, yeah, it doesn't really matter if you use, at least I don't think it matters if you use physical or energy damage. I have not really noticed a difference. If anything, I would say I've noticed that maybe physical damage is a little bit weaker because even Null, I use Null here, right, because he's universal and he doesn't deal mind damage. Even Null struggles a little bit compared to some of the other characters. But let's see here. This is actually, like, considering how much Pierce I have and everything, this is actually kind of hard. Considering I also brought along 2 supports. And he's got a CTP of Rage, my Vision. So, yeah, take all that into consideration. And then consider the following. Oh, you guys remember Bill Nye the Science Guy? Consider the following. So, yeah. I don't even know if there are faster teams that I could do this with. Maybe Mephisto. I purposely didn't bring along Mephisto because I want to showcase Mephisto after we get to 99 to show you that you don't have to use universal types. It can definitely help in some situations, but I don't think you absolutely must. So there we go. We got that one done in 54 seconds, which is not bad, I guess. Vision is a universal type. I don't know if there's that much of a reward or if there's that much of an incentive to actually go ahead and use universals. Let's go up to 96 here. We're climbing on up. Loki, of course, I chose because the Loki show. By the way, episode 5, pretty good. The Infinity Stone theory has held up so far. And I'm not going to tell you what that means. If you want to find out more, you can hit me up on Discord and I will tell you. It's not my theory anyways. I saw it on TikTok. For those of you wondering, yes, I do use TikTok. I don't post on TikTok, but I watch people's TikToks. I'm a ticker and a talker. Loki doing okay. He's doing his best Vision impression at the moment. Still love his tier 3. I think I canceled my 4 there. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, yeah, he's got a little bit of a tracking issue. This might be a little bit slower than yeah, this looks like it's actually going to be slower than Vision. We're not even going to crack this shield. Yeah. This is not the best rotation for Loki either. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not out here flexing like I'm the best Loki player, but we got it done. Minute 15, not bad. Again, for me, this content's very, very easy, but I honestly think this content is and will pose a challenge for players who are more, you know, intermediate, climbing up to become veterans, but not necessarily there yet. I think Thor is slower than Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider and Beta Ray Bill are very, very good for this, but I gotta use Thor, man. He looks so cool. Love, love, love Thor. And I actually think I can show you guys one more thing with Thor. It might be the wrong day for those event world bosses. Thor can actually clear the Corvus fight faster than pretty much any other character. I don't know if there is another character that can clear it as fast as Thor can. So I held my tier 3 at first, but now I popped it because it didn't seem like she was going to do her cutscene. Like a lot of other bosses, she has that annoying cutscene where, you know, she cancels all of your animations, she cancels your skill effects. But we got it. That was really fast, actually. 39 seconds. Thor crushing it. We want to go really fast as well because we want to try to get maybe in the top 10, top 5 for Supergiant. Who's faster? I think Beta Ray Bill's faster than Ghost Rider. Maybe we'll bring Strikers. No, we're not gonna bring Strikers for Beta Ray Bill. But I want to try and get in the top 10 for fastest Supergiant clears. I'm already top like 50 or something, but we can go faster. Oh yeah, see? She cuts off the tier 3. No! You monstrous woman! That's not bad. 31 seconds. That's not bad at all. Okay, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, man, almost a year later, still an absolute beast. We haven't seen any free Odin's Blessings, but I'm also doing this for the last stage here. I'm also doing this for the raid XP. I'm almost at raid level 700. And they introduced raid level 501 to 999 like 6 months ago. So I've already climbed up 200 spots, which is pretty nice. Wow, I really didn't... Yo, what? I gotta reset. Sorry, guys. I don't know why the third skill just did not press. The third skill is where the proc gets passed, so if you don't press that, you're actually losing a ton of damage on Beta Ray Bill. Not sure what happened there. And now my eye is like tripping out. Okay, true. There we go. Perfect. Also, Beta Ray Bill introduced a year ago and no uniform, right? And still absolutely crushing it. Oh. Okay, 31 seconds. So yeah, I was right. Beta Ray Bill is my fastest. Him and Ghost Rider are gonna be the fastest ones. But yeah, very, very impressive characters even a year later. Really, really impressed. Look at that. That XP was half of a Conqueror. So if I do 5 tomorrow, I can get to like Conqueror 46. So I can climb like, you know, 4 or 5 Conqueror levels in a single day, which is pretty great. Well, in a couple of days. So let's go ahead and see here. I'm rank 14. So basically at this point, you're just trying to clear it as fast as possible. You're really just trying to clear it as fast as possible. So what I can try and do is we'll give it one more try here. And what we'll do is we'll bring in those sort of classic strikers for one-shotting. And we'll see if that helps. Where is Doctor Strange? Magic. When they changed the logo for Magic, I thought they were going to introduce a 5th class instead of just having Universal. But I was wrong. I almost forgot the combo. There we go. So is that gonna... So I'm rank 14. So this will increase my overall score because I'm doing it faster. You can see there my score is 11,118,741. My clear score and my growth score. You know what? Maybe the growth score. Am I still rank 14? Bruh. I'm still rank 14. That was actually worse. Why was that worse? I don't understand. I did it faster. How could the score be worse? If anything, the score would be better. Anyways, shout out to the people that got here first. King Corville, wow. That's hilarious. When he did it with the Human Torch team. I think maybe if I just stack a team. So let me show you guys another thing here. Is that you can just, you don't even need to use, you don't even necessarily need to use universal types. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stack 3 characters here that have the highest growth score. Who has the highest growth score? Can you rank characters by growth score? Let me just see how do players do this? Let's see here. Dispatch. Who has the highest growth score? Okay, we're gonna go to the very first one where there's no restrictions, basically. This is not helping. I need to see like all characters. Combat power. There's no way Corvus is my highest. Like here, I'll show you. You could just do like Mephisto, Ghost Rider, and then I can't believe, I think because I have all of Spider-Man's uniforms. Sure. I think because I have all of Spider-Man's uniforms mythic, so it's way faster, way higher the growth score. Almost 500k for Spider-Man. All right, let's see. But I don't even know how fast Mephisto can clear this. But yeah, you don't need to be universal at all. The universal requirements have been grossly exaggerated. It's actually pretty fast. Yeah. That's annoying. We just lost all the damage there. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty slow clear. I should probably stop doing 4 before the rotation. I was just trying to get this done as fast as possible, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this is gonna be better. This is so slow. This took me almost a minute. I think the amount of time it takes matters for the growth score, but maybe it doesn't. I don't even know. 11.6. Because my growth score is so much higher. Yeah, my growth score is like 1.3 mil, almost 1.3 million. Oh, maybe Okay, hang on, 11.6, right? It's just not updating, right? It's just not updating. I'm dumb. Yeah, it refreshes every 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm like freaking out here, thinking I'm crazy. So that 11.6 would put me in third place, correct? Right above Hassan. Sorry, Hassan, I just bumped you off third place, I think. Anyways, I don't know. Check now, because it'll be hours later after that. But maybe by then, someone else would have beaten me. But yeah, so that was now pretty trivial content for me, but it's obviously difficult for some players. And, you know, judging by the fact that I wasn't able to one-shot, even with Beta Ray Bill, right? I basically needed to use strikers to one-shot with Beta Ray Bill, shows me that that's actually pretty difficultly, like pretty decently difficult content, given the rest of the content of the game. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you've played the Supergiant World Boss at all, if you think it is difficult or not, and how you overcome it, like what teams you use, especially if you're like an intermediate player. I'd love to hear from you because I'm not sure who you'd be using. Universal types obviously have some kind of advantage, but I definitely think all of the other types can do really well. And as we saw there, Ghost Rider and Beta Ray Bill, two almost year-old characters now, still absolutely crushing it in endgame content or semi-endgame content, which is really, really good to see. They're not just relegated to being like a support or a leadership in Beta's case. So yeah, hit me up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.